My mom's neglect landed my son in the hospital, and my marriage is at risk. I, 34F, left my son, 11M, with my mom for one day. She didn't feed him because of his allergies, and now he's in the hospital. My husband says if I ever contact her again, he'll divorce me. I never imagined a single decision would spiral into something this big, but here I am, questioning if I ruin my marriage. My son Lucas is 11. He's severely allergic to several foods, like, not just mildly uncomfortable allergic, but medically diagnosed life-threatening allergic. Since he was little, we've been extremely careful with his diet. My husband Mike and I make sure every single meal follows the doctor's instructions. We carry his medication everywhere, and we've drilled it into everyone close to us that this isn't optional, it's about his safety. My mom, Rose, has always been difficult about it. She grew up with a clean your plate or else mindset and raised me and my siblings that way. She constantly tells me, this allergy stuff is exaggerated. When you were kids, you ate what I gave you and turned out fine. Lucas is going to be spoiled and weak. She's even tried to sneak him foods before, saying he just needs to build tolerance. Every time, Mike blew up at her, and we made it clear she could never, ever do that. After a while, she seemed to stop trying, so we assumed she finally understood. A few days ago, Mike's uncle passed away. We had to travel for the funeral and couldn't take Lucas with us. Mike wanted to leave Lucas with his sister. She has 4 kids, and Lucas loves his cousins. She's also a very responsible mom. But I worried it would be too much for her to juggle with her own kids, and I thought leaving him with my mom would be safer. She had nothing else to do, she was close by, and I truly believed she understood his diet restrictions after all the arguments we've had. Mike and I argued about it. He kept insisting his sister's house was safer, but I stood firm. I didn't want to inconvenience her, and deep down I wanted to believe my mom could handle one day with her grandson. Eventually, Mike gave in, but not before reminding my mom multiple times about the allergy list. She said she understood and promised she'd follow it. When we came back the next day, Lucas ran straight to Mike crying, saying, "Dad, I'm so hungry. Grandma didn't feed me." My heart sank. When we asked my mom what he meant, she rolled her eyes and said he was being bratty and she was teaching him a lesson. Turns out, she cooked food with ingredients he can't eat. When Lucas refused, she took offense. She told him he'd eat what she made or he'd eat nothing. And she stuck to it. He survived the whole day on just a couple of fruits. I couldn't believe it. I asked her why would she deliberately ignore his allergies when she knows the consequences? She just said she was disciplining him and that I was raising him to be weak. Mike didn't argue. He just stared at her, picked up Lucas, and told her, "This is the last time you will ever see him." Then he walked out. We took Lucas to his favorite restaurant to make up for the awful day. He ate, seemed okay, but by that evening he became weak and then collapsed. We rushed him to the ER, where the doctors said it was because of poor diet and lack of proper nutrition for the day. Seeing him lying in that hospital bed broke me in a way I can't describe. That night, Mike and I had the worst fight of our marriage. He told me this was all my fault, that he told me to leave Lucas with his sister, that I knew my mom's history, and I still chose her. He told me he'll never forgive her, and if I ever contact her again, he will divorce me and fight for custody of Lucas. And honestly, he's right that he's more involved in Lucas's day-to-day life, and I know the court would probably side with him. Now I'm sitting here, feeling like the worst mom and the worst daughter at the same time. I know my mom was wrong, what she did was dangerous, neglectful, and cruel. But cutting her off completely feels so final, so extreme. She's still my mom. Yet if I don't cut her off, I'll lose my husband and maybe even my son. I don't know how to process this. I thought I was making the safe choice, but instead, I may have destroyed my family.